Howdy folks, this is Jim and I live in Texas. This video describes my park stamp run of September 2010. Just to give you a little background before we get into the actual video, I found that I really enjoy motorcycle riding when I have some kind of a mission, whether it's to go to the store and get a glass of milk or to someday drive all the way to Prudhoe Bay. I prefer to have a goal to reach while I'm riding. I don't get as much enjoyment as just getting on the bike and riding in random directions. In that spirit, I decided that once the searing heat of August started to die away, I would take a extra long Labor Day weekend and start collecting national park stamps. In the United States, our national parks all have, at their visitor center or somewhere, have an ink pad with a stamp. This just gives the name of the park and the date. They give you a passport you can buy to collect these stamps. The Iron Butt Association will give you a nice little certificate if you can collect 50 stamps for 25 states in 1 year. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I did enjoy collecting these stamps. One thing about this trip that was different is I made a careful list of things I would need to take and carefully organized my packing so I'd be very efficient. But the problem was this: I took everything on my list. I didn't forget anything that was on the list, and the list had pretty much everything I needed except for the battery for my helmet camera. So these videos are a little disjointed. They're not helmet videos because the camera I did have doesn't fit in my helmet. So these are basically little vignettes at each of the 5 national parks that I visited. So without further ado, here we go. I'll show you the little videos that I took in my swing through Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and back to Texas.
So,
here we go.
Good morning. And we're here in East Texas, and we're about to go to the Big Thicket National Preserve Visitor Center. This will be the first park on my quest to visit 50 national parks. This is what East Texas looks like. It's 79 degrees, very bright and clear, very nice day to ride.
Well, howdy folks, this is Jim again. I'm on the second day of really the first full day, the second day of my national park swing through the southeastern United States. This morning, it's about 11:30 now. At about 9:30 I picked up my first park, the Big Thicket National Preserve in East Texas. I'm between the little town of Jasper, where my roots are, and Leesville, Louisiana. I'll be crossing the border into Louisiana soon. I've been enjoying this ride through East Texas. Very nice motorcycle ride through this. So you can see this nice road. It's got passing lanes. The drivers are pretty courteous. I've stopped at a little roadside rest area here. Just trying to stay hydrated. Stop every hour to hour and 20 minutes and drink some water. And temperature's not too bad. It's up about 88, 89. I'll probably get up to about 92, 93, which is tolerable. I don't think it'll get any warmer than that based on the forecast. Having a good time so far. Had a nice chat with some of the park rangers. Answered the normal questions of, aren't you hot in that crazy suit? Also had somebody ask me if I knew about the traffic accident down the road, and I had to say no, I'm not a law enforcement officer. Another sport touring guy just rode by. He had a yellow jacket on, and it was on one of the big, I think one of the LT BMWs. So I'm not the only one here, and lots of Harleys on the road today. Labor Day weekend 2010. This is East Texas, where my family originates. And I'm going now to the Cane River Creo National Historic Site. Next stop, next town was Leesville, Louisiana. This is Jim, and I'm in Texas for the next few minutes.
Okay, I'm now at the Cane River Historical Park, which is two, I guess, Civil War era plantations. This is the Oakland plantation. No helmet cam videos for me because I left the battery to the camper that fits in my helmet at home. But here has some nice twisties. Let me mention one thing real quick. If you have a FJR and still have the Bridgestone BT21s, get them off that bike right now. The ride between Texas here and this park in Louisiana was a lot of twisty roads, and it's like a whole new bike. Before, with the stupid Bridgestones, the bike did not like to lean. It felt uncomfortable in a twisty road. These Michelins love the twisty roads. I was practically scraping pegs, and I'm not an aggressive driver. So let's go see the mansion and hopefully get a park stamp, and we'll see about, and again, big thumbs up to Michelin Pilot Road 2 tires on your FJRs. Well, this is the Cane Creek Plantation. It's an intact antebellum plantation. This survives to this day. Lots of outbuildings and well preserved, and there's a second one across the street in Melrose. I got 3 park stamps here. It's interesting the reactions you get. There's the first thing you see is that little pavilion over there. It's a visitor's pavilion here in the gravel parking lot. And there's a water fountain and restrooms there. And I come walking up there and I'm carrying my bright yellow heavy coat. And instead of getting, "Aren't you hot in that?" which is pretty normal, I get, "Has there been a fire?" No, there hasn't been a fire. I'm sitting in an old southern plantation at the Natchez Historical National Park. And this one also, like the last one I stopped at, has a lot of the outbuildings and stuff still left. This one really had with the oaks with the moss hanging from them, really did give you a Gone with the Wind feeling when you rode in here. Well, just walking around the grounds here, you can see how beautiful it is. Of course, all the work here was done by slaves, and the Southerners lived off of their backs. And I guess when you have all the free labor you want, you can build a pretty nice house. It's horrible to think that in this country, that for 250 years, one person could own another person. It's just too horrible to even think about. But the white Confederate dictators could build a nice estate, like you see here. That's for sure. I wonder if that's the slaves over there. We want to look around here a little more, then go find somewhere to eat dinner. This is Jim in Natchez, Mississippi.